Hi everybody, welcome back to Prison Architect. Welcome back to SummerSlam, where we are at dinner time, day 48. It's a 2-hour dinner time. Of course, it gives you time to eat, but also time to do a million other things inside these like massive super canteens that we've built for both maximum security and medium security. And I gotta say, they're working pretty good. I'm very impressed with how things are going. Everything's been like pretty smooth recently. It seems like everything's working like clockwork. We have a whole bunch of stuff in our storeroom. Most of this is like all old cell stuff because we're of course redoing the cells, right? We're making them smaller thanks to Lionel Hutz, our resident lawyer, who did some research and found that yes, indeed, prisoners can live in very small cells. It's no problem, and it costs us a lot less money. And in the long run, makes us a lot more money because we can jam just a ton of these guys in here, and it's fantastic. Somebody else has been let go early on parole. This is nice. I guess like MinSec guys, the nice thing with MinSec guys is that when you get a whole bunch of them in, they don't stay in for very long, and you can get them out of there on parole, right? For the most part, because they have like good behavior and stuff. So that means that, of course, that we just make more money, which is nice. There we go. We can finally get rid of all of this stuff as well. So last time we ended saying that this time we're probably going to look at getting Death Row set up, and I think we'll definitely do that. Let's get it planned at least. We're going to have like a small Death Row because it doesn't need to be huge. And I think we're probably going to end up nestling it in between Max Sec and Medium Sec. Like up here somewhere. We might not be able to afford to build it all in one go, but we're slowly saving up a little bit of cash to do so. So let's do it. All right, so let's say that we fill all of this up, right? So like we say this becomes part of the building. So there's no separation between these wings, if you like, except for just like a couple of walls. I don't know, is that going to be too big? That might be way too big, actually. I mean, I'm thinking that maybe we could have it like this. It just like a joining thing. And then the guys on death row can just live in here. And then literally every day they can look out of their cell door and see the execution chamber that they will meet their fate in. I don't know, is that a nice thing to do? Possibly not. How many cells do we want on death row? 4? 5? We said about 5, right? So let's stick to about 5. Let's have this more like this, I guess, instead. Don't ask me why, I just like prefer it like that. So the door will be here. You come in here, and then there'll be this like hallway here, and then up to here, and then in here, we'll have to have... It's a bit weird how death row works. We're going to have like a mini canteen. Because otherwise you just get this stupid thing blinking saying that there's no canteen for these prisoners or whatever. So we'll just have like a small little tiny canteen that never gets used in here. I think you can make canteens as small as you want. I don't think there's like a set room size for them. But maybe we'll just pretend for RP reasons that it's a place for the guards to like sit down and eat instead. And then we'll put the chair in here. Will it be like centered in here though? I think the chair is 2x2, or is it 3x3? I can't remember. I can't even find it. Where the hell is it? Chair. There it is. Okay, it's gonna cost us 5,000 bucks, and I don't really want to buy it right now, so we can't check. Let's assume that it's 2x2 and that it's not going to be central in the room, which means that we might want to like, I don't know, expand it out central. I don't know. I like having like a 2x2, like a 2 square hallway. Like I don't like having like a 1 square hallway for whatever reason. Okay, so we're gonna make the entrance to where the electric chair is gonna go in here. Okay. And this is going to be a little hallway. Puts you into here, and then the chair will be in here, and then across the hall, we're going to have a little morgue, okay? Because why not? Because if a dude gets electrocuted in here, we don't want to cart his dead body through the whole prison without a body bag. So we're going to put him in the morgue first, and then we'll put him into, like, the hearse or whatever. And I think that's about it. I think that's all we need for death row. The guys in death row will sit in their cells all the time. Oh, shit, we need a parole room for them as well. So maybe we need to have... Okay, we need to think about this. Okay. It needs to be 5 by 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This will be the parole room. And this is where you go for your appeals. And this is where you go to get killed. And screw it. We won't have a morgue, okay? So a small canteen. A very small canteen. A parole room for your appeals against getting executed. And then the actual execution chamber in here as well. And then we should be good. Okay, perfect. We can totally afford to build this right now, by the way, too. Because it's not going to cost too much to lay the foundation here. We just want to make sure that we get rid of these fences. They're not going to need a yard or anything. They never get to go outside. But we are going to have to outfit their cells with more stuff than usual. It's almost like luxury cells, but... it doesn't matter because they're just going to get killed eventually, probably. And if for whatever reason they get pardoned and they don't face the death sentence, I think they just get busted down to like max sec or super max or something, depending on how bad they are. But we can totally cater for them if that happens anyway. Perfect. All right, we have no medium security guys turning up. Let's get rid of these fences and get these new ones built around here, and then we can have a death row set up with a way to get into it, and then it'll just mean probably... well, we can probably fucking get rid of a lot of this shit, actually, like these fences and stuff. And that reminds me, too, we need to fix some fences down here, too, because it's a real mess down here. Like, I think we're going to go for something like... let's just do this now while we've got the inclination, right? We're going to build a fence like this, and then get rid of this fence, and get rid of this fence, and just make this staff only, like, all around. Because I think that's probably the best way to do it. We also want this to be staff only all the way around here. Because, Jesus Christ, we don't want any crims out there in their yard time getting in behind these walls and stuff and then just chucking, like, condoms in through the windows or something for these other guys. Because that's a nightmare. Alright, we're heading into day 49. We haven't done a shakedown or anything. It's been a little while, but we did do a full cell block search of here last time because we found tunnels, or we found flags of a tunnel out here. And is that a dummy? No, it's Ed Griffin. Shit, that looked like a dummy. Ed Griffin sleeps like you know, like the girl in The Exorcist with like his head all the way back. That is fucking creepy. Hey, look at this guy, fucking Christopher Stenderstrom. He's 42 years old and he wakes up at like 4:30 in the morning. Maybe he's got really bad indigestion, keeps him awake like all the time. He never sleeps. He's got heartburn all the time. Jesus, what a guy. All right. How many? We got 4 dorms and 2 cells left to migrate out of here. And then we can finally make the biggest laundry room manned by MinSec prisoners you've ever seen in your life. It's going to be glorious. It's not going to be that big, actually. There's not a heck of a lot of room here. But we're going to make dorms for them. We're going to shove them into bunk beds and stuff. It's going to be great. I think MinSec guys need that. They need a pal inside, right? Like, it's kind of essential. Because they're not meant to be in prison, most of them. And that's the hard truth. Fuck, I can't believe that we have to do this. Look, we actually have to move this thing up here. You know what? It's going to be good, though, because we're going to be able to heat in here, too. And we're going to need one out here as well. We might as well build it now, because these guys are going to need showers in their cells, too. Unfortunately, but they never leave their cells when they're on death row, so we'll have to see. All right, intake. We should now have the option to open it up to death row, so we might as well. I mean, we can't accept any, but as soon as we can, let's try to get one. It looks like nobody is currently sentenced to the death sentence in whatever state our prison is in, so we might have to wait a little bit, but that's fine. Okay, so we're going to dismantle this one here. We're going to dismantle this utility here and then hook it up all up to that one. But we'll do that after this one's been installed and hooked up, because otherwise we're not going to have any juice or anything to do the cooking and whatever else with. Why is this even here? What was this fucking hooked up to? Oh, I see, like the sink and a bunch of other shit. Okay, it's because I'm not in the hot water pipe. I almost tripped out there. I thought I just had that like for no reason. All right, we'll hook this back up to here, and it can follow around and stuff, and that should be fine, and then we should be good. Is this done? Yes, it is done. Okay, perfect. This is nice. It's nice to just do like a couple of little bits and pieces like this. We're gonna get rid of these walls. We really need to join this up with like a proper inside corridor and not go outside to protective custody, because it's kind of bullshit actually. Where are these guys getting their food prepared from as well? Food distribution. Oh, it looks like this big kitchen is doing it centrally for them. That's okay. They have to prepare like 2 meals right now. We haven't had an intake for like ever either. But that's going to change pretty soon. We're going to start accepting minimum security guys in and stuff, and then that'll all change. But we're still a little ways off doing that. All right, perfect. That's installed. It's just getting done up, and oh great, this one's getting installed as well, which means that we can probably start doing the foundations for this. Shouldn't be a problem. So we'll do this, we'll do that, and we will put a jail door on here as the entrance as well. What's going on? You animals, just get into the canteen and get suppressed already. Jeez, it's Sorsby, of course it is. Look, Sorsby is just like fucking screaming up a storm for some reason. Look, he couldn't even wait. He's just done a shit on the floor. But now he's like totally suppressed because he's seen the patrol guy with his big shotgun. And he stopped complaining and now is just eating instead. And he's going to probably go off and do a bunch of other shit. How are we doing in medium security? Even better, I would say. Look at this. The heat was trying to rise somewhat, but is dropping massively as people have all of their needs fulfilled inside the super canteen. Look. These guys just didn't waste any time whatsoever. Look, they just came in and started exercising straight away. That is commendable. Is somebody trying to escape through the yard? Is that even possible? All right, while these guys are all eating, let's do a cell block search of max sec. Oh, shit, does this actually count as a cell block as well? I guess it does. It's like separated. That's fucking crazy. What the hell? I don't get that. Okay, anyway, we'll do a cell block search and make sure that nobody is tunneling out. I'm wondering if maybe we need to, with all these extra dog patrols, like, I know it's being like a bit paranoid, but I'm gonna do this. Okay. I'm gonna have this massive old dog patrol out here, and then one down here too. We could probably do with one up here too, but I think a lot of these guys are just sitting around doing nothing anyway. We've got like extras and stuff, so it's fine. All right, this is nice. Look at this. We're doing like a full cell block search. We found a whole bunch of look, somebody was brewing their own alcohol inside this cell, if you can believe. That's crazy. We just found 3 bottles of alcohol. So he's making his own moonshine and probably selling it to the inmates, which is of course a big no-no, and it's a shot, and it's probably some time in solitary, you asshole. So there, we found your stupid little alcohol making operation, and guess what? We don't think much of it, and now you're in big shit. So take that. We just need the finishing touches on death row, and then we should be good to go. Crap, I can't believe that we're going to actually have a death row after all this time. It's nuts. Oh, I don't think anyone can get to here right now, though. So we're going to have to install another jail door here. This is like pretty secure, isn't it? Holy crap. Nobody's getting out of here. Now, of course, these guys never have any means of getting out of their cells to get tools and stuff. So I'm hoping that we don't need to worry too much about searches and whatever. But I think we'll still have a dog patrol up and down death row too. Because these guys are about to die, right? It'd be nice for them to look at a cute dog once in a while and remind them of the kind of things that they're going to be missing. I think if you make it too terrible for them on death row, they're like, fuck, I'm not going to miss anything because this place is a hellhole. It's shit, and I can't wait to die. But if they can see a really cute dog every day, they're like, you know what? I might miss that cute dog. I don't want to die. And that's how you want your average person who is on death row to feel. You want them to feel like, shit, I feel really bad for what I've done to get me into this situation, and you know what? No, I do not want to die now. I really don't. I would rather stay alive so I can see that cute dog a couple more times at least. I would be pretty happy with that. All right, look at this. We're going full hog here. It's daytime, so we can do it. We're going to go full hog. I'm going to dismantle all this stuff. If we find some tunnels, awesome. If we don't, doesn't really matter. We're going to get rid of all this crap, and hopefully this migration will be complete in one fell swoop. That would be nice. Somebody is trying to drink a pint in the hallway here. It's, of course, Felix Schaefer. I don't know why he felt the need to do that, but there you go. All right, finish up. Get out. We're almost done. Jesus Christ. We're going to need some whatchamacallits on here as well. We want these guys to be able to get into here without any problems. So we're going to hook it up to the remote door system, which is currently manned by this guy. He's plugged in via cable into the computer, and he has to know where all staff members are at all times, kind of like Johnny Mnemonic or something. So he's just constantly sort of like sweating and going crazy and stuff because he can't handle all of the information that's being passed to his brain from the computer at all times. Like, there's workmen in Sector 5. I'm having an overload. I didn't even need to do that. Look, Johnny Mnemonic was all over it. I tell you what, though, I'll open it for these guys because it's work time. Oh, shit. That I was not counting on. Holy crap. We've had a slight breach into the medium security wing. Believe that. All right. We will make a death row cell as a template for the rest of the death row cells because they all face the same way, so it'll be nice and easy. And then we'll get all of this crap set up too. We are going to need, for death row, I think we could probably use this generator. I think it'd be fine. I mean, we currently don't have all the capacitors and we're only using half. So I think let's chance it and do it. We'll get some power into here. We're gonna need a lot of juice for the old chair. Uses a lot of juice. We need to be very careful, of course, that we don't cross the streams. We do not want to cross the streams at all. We're gonna need to get some pipes in here. We're probably gonna need to get a large pipe to go like this at least. And then we can probably pipe the rest of it. Let's have the toilets and the showers on the back wall so that we just have to do that. And then likewise, we could do this. That can run down here like that. We're gonna need a small pipe to connect up to here too. Somehow that's been hooked up to electricity, but I don't think that that's even possible, is it? It's not. It's really not. Okay. I have to get some electricity to that too. Before we forget, let's give these guys a radiator or two. So let's get one like here. That should probably be enough. It's a pretty small building, so it should be fine. Where did I actually put that radiator? Oh yeah, it's right here. Okay. So we want to have a hot water pipe that goes like this to here as well, and we should be good. All right. It looks like we've dismantled all of this stuff too. We're truly multitasking now. This is great. We're going to demolish all of these walls, except I don't think we need to demolish that top one, so let's not. We're going to demolish these walls and these ones too. We have no intake arriving. This is good. And let us get some lights in here in this cell like this. We're going to need some hall lights in here too. We can just do something like this, I guess. Right in front of the doors. That's probably fine. A light, and a light. Perfect. We've got all of the construction tasks stacked up for these guys. Shit. Who's trying to bring scissors into MaxSec? Oh, crap. We wanted to hook this up, too, and I totally forgot about it. Where the hell is security? Oh, yeah, it's right here. Oh, this is hilarious. Look how close it is, too. That's so crazy. All right, let's do this and hook up. Wait. We have servos outstanding here, but they're just not... Wait, where'd those fucking servos go? Where the hell did they go? I'm sure I had them. Oh, that's so weird. Okay. We're going to have to run some power to these as well. I think that would probably hook up to it anyway, but that's fine. Okay, perfect. And as soon as these guys get in here and remove these walls, which they should be soon, we can build some more cells and get these guys rehomed. We only have 111 prisoners left. I guess a lot of people are getting let out on parole, which is nice. It's more people to monitor out there in the real world, but at the same time, it's a really good thing. Fucking door, okay? Let's just lock this one open for now. And this one too. It doesn't really matter that people can get in here because there's literally nothing in here right now. This is going to be the execution chamber. Oh, man. This is going to be awesome. Holy crap. I'm so excited about this. Where is it? Where is execution? It's here. We finally have an execution room. Oh my god, this is so good. Alright, this needs to be a parole room, which is only going to be used by death row. This needs to be a canteen for death row. Is that still there? We have to dismantle this boiler as well. Do not want that just sitting in the canteen. This is going to be a cell for death row. Which means that we're going to need a jail door for sure. We're going to have a bed. What else do we need in here? We're going to give them a TV. We're going to have the shower on one side and the toilet on the other side, okay? These guys are going to live like kings for the small amount of time they're left alive. They're going to need a TV. They're going to need a weights bench. And we're going to also give them a prayer mat as well to think about what they've done. And that should be good. I don't think we need anything else. We could give them a comfy chair as well. Okay, we'll give them a comfy chair too, and then we should be good. All right, so in terms of deployment, this is death row only. Perfect. And probably this out here is going to be death row only too, but it's probably realistically going to be staff only here. Not there because these guys need to come through here. But this area for sure is going to be staff only. This should just be staff only all around here. That's fine. Perfect. Holy shit. It's coming along. It is actually happening. I can't believe it. We're going to have a... Oh, perfect. And this is ready to go too. Let's go. Connect up to the servo, which means that this door, wherever it is, can now be set to normal. Because Johnny Mnemonic can open the doors for everybody. The janitors can still come in here and clean and stuff. That's good. What the fuck is going on with the walls? Okay, Lenny is in here taking down the walls. This is nice. Look at all the dudes in the yard. That looks crazy. How many gardeners do we have? There's like lots of shit. Yeah, we're gonna need like 2 more of these guys. Come on, get rid of all these posies and stuff. We want like AstroTurf looking grass. In fact, let's get rid of all this natural grass and get AstroTurf in here. It's much more maintainable, isn't it? It's a lot better. I think anyway. You guys need some help with this door. He's just waiting to dismantle this door, but it's like closed and he can't do anything with it. Okay, quick build then. We will quick build into here like this, like that, like this, like this, like this, and like that. And then we want to do a quick build this side. Oh shit, before we do that, let's dismantle these windows. Listen to the dogs sniffing like there's no tomorrow. Like they're really having a fucking good old sniff up there. We didn't find any tunnels or anything up here, did we? What's this? What was this hooked up to? Oh, is it because this moved up? Oh, that's bullshit. Look at it's like just too far away now. I can't believe it. Do we still not have power coming into here? Hey, where the fuck did the order for this power go? Jesus Christ. Get back on it, guys. Please. Alright. And then we want to do a quick build now that those things have been removed here, 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 and here. Oh my god. Okay. This migration is totally going to happen. Like, really, really soon. We're going to finally be able to get rid of all these guys out of medium security and make this a big MinSec wing, possibly next time. And then we spent a whole bunch of money trying to get Death Row up and running too, but that might bleed into the next episode as well, depending on how long. Look at all these guys are so tired. They're so overworked. Meanwhile, the rest of the prison is just running itself at this point because of these awesome canteens. Look at this. No problem. They got everything they could ever need in these goddamn canteens. They never need to leave them. It's insane. It's so good. God, I wonder maybe we can make a Supermax wing with like 2 cells in this little area here. We better not. I think if we're going to go Supermax, we really want to make like a huge wing when we got some money. Or maybe across the road or something instead. That'd be pretty cool too. We really want to up the prison population to like 200 though. That'd be fantastic. We could do regular intake of normal and MinSec, I think. And then have MaxSec reserved for real troublemakers. Did you see that? He totally had a drill. This guy totally has a drill on him. I saw him. He flashed the drill. Chafer, if we find a drill on... You're fucking dead. That's right. You're dead, Buster. You're going to solitary permanent. Oh, my shit. Hey, look. Okay. You can have some permanent solitary. I guess we got like our permanent things in. That's fantastic. Oh shit, the doctor does not like that. Yes, doctor? We've been getting reports of sickness from a number of prisoners. It might be worth identifying and quarantining the infected to stop it from spreading. What? How do I do this? Oh no. Is it him? Is it? Oh, Chafer, I'm so sorry. Okay, you do have to spend some time in solitary. 24 hours for smuggling a drill. Where are the sick guys? How do you identify them and quarantine them? I have no idea. Do we have to like go into informants? Can you find out if somebody's got the clap in here? Oh shit, does that mean that people are gonna die left, right, and center? Oh shit, just as we get death row set up as well. Who's being sick? Identify yourselves. If you need medical treatment, please present yourself to the infirmary. It's very important. Alright, who in here is sick? Who's this? Adam Wagstaff. Oh my god. He's on lockdown for 3 hours and 47 minutes for having some luxuries on him. Oh shit, I found one. He needs treating. Alright, Ian Codwaller, please make your way to here. We're gonna get him. We found one. We found a sick guy. He looks like a zombie. Alright, it's kind of easy to see who's feeling sick because they're all sleeping and you can see their cute little faces. Alright, who else needs some treating? Holy shit. Alright, listen. We'll be back next time where we continue to quarantine people and we'll finish fixing up death row and everything as well. Jesus Christ. I hope this isn't like the end. I hope we don't have like a big plague outbreak or something. That'd be fucking terrible. Alright, as usual, thanks very much for watching and I'll see you next time!